today's breakfast. Potatoes and a burrito, but I only ate half. It feels like a waste because I'm not gonna eat the rest of the food. I'm really trying my best to like do portion control. So, you know, sometimes when I crave things that are pretty high in calories, let's just say pizza or burrito, like in this case, I only eat like one slice, or I'll eat like half the burrito, because in this burrito, even though it's like eggs, cheese, ham, like restaurants, when they cook this food, they use a lot of oil. So that's where all the fat is, you know? And then there's like cheese, so it's more oil. The eggs, they cook it with oil. Like they cook everything with oil. So, you know, things might look healthy with the ingredients that are in there, but restaurants do use a lot of oil when they cook their food. So you gotta be careful. By the way, guys, I want you guys to meet the new member of the family. Are you guys ready? You guys ain't ready. You guys ain't ready for this. You're not. Say hello to Zeus. Zeus. Say hi. So, funny story. He's 5 months old. So, you guys already know we have 2 dogs. We got Ghost, Pitbull, and we got Heaven, Pomeranian. Thing is that Heaven and Ghost, you know, Ghost is too big for Heaven. I feel like Heaven, well, we felt like Heaven needed like another dog to play with. But the funniest thing, look, they don't like each other. Heaven don't like Zeus. Heaven does everything to avoid Zeus. Look at that.
Heaven, come here.
She just doesn't like Zeus. Like, look at her.
Heaven. Come here. Come here, mama. Heaven. Heaven. Come.
Come on, Heaven. Play with your brother.
Yo, princess. Come here with mama.
See, but Zeus and Ghost, they actually like each other. But it's just Heaven.
Heaven will run.
Zeus. Look at that. I don't know, maybe it's like because it's only been 2 days, but Ghost is cool with Zeus, so I don't know if that's it, but yeah. If you speak Spanish, this is the station on Pandora you need to listen to. This is the jams. This is where all the jams are. Let me see. Right here. Rica y apretadita. Rica y apretadita. Whatever it says. Rica y apretadita. Trust me. That, all the jams. It's all the jams in here. Patio, a little louder. Pool. So I only have the speakers on outside, so when we work out right now. All right, guys, let's get straight to the workout. Today we got a legs and booty routine here at home. So I'm gonna start off Africa with body weight squats. Like I told you guys before, when I have my clients warm up, I usually have them do exercises specific to whatever movements we're gonna perform that day. So we're doing squats that day. I have them perform body weight squats, you know, just things to like prepare their muscles for the movements we're gonna do that day. So I had her do 10 body weight squats, then we move on to 10 body weight lunges each leg. And then I had her actually do another set of squats, but this time with just the barbell, you know, something light. She usually does a lot more than just the bars, so I had her warm up with just the barbell. It was 10 reps of these. And after that, I had her warm up her joints, her hip joints. So I had her swinging her leg front and back and then side to side, just to get her joints move in for the workouts we're gonna do today. And then after that, I had her do a little bit of inner thigh stretching. I don't really have my clients do a lot of stretching. Stretching is something you want to do after your workout. Before your workout, you shouldn't really do a lot of stretching. And then after that, you know, we're ready for the workout. First workout I had her do Romanian lunges. And when you do this workout, you're gonna feel that front leg a lot. I feel the glutes a lot when I do these Romanian lunges. A lot of people don't. It's a leg dominant exercise, but you do feel your glutes a lot. The thing is that when you do this, you want to make sure you're going low enough to where that knee almost hits the ground. If it doesn't almost hit the ground for you, that's fine. You know, you're gonna get better with time. Eventually you want to go low enough to where your knee is almost hitting the ground, and you want to do 3 sets of 12 reps. After that, we moved it on to Romanian lunges. And if you notice, she's doing a slight bend at the knee, not too much of a bend, because when you do this exercise, the Romanian lunges, you're trying to focus on the hamstring. If you bend your knee too much, it takes away from the hamstring and it turns a little bit more into a quad exercise. So here we're trying to focus on the hamstrings, the glutes, and the lower back, which is why you don't want too much of a bent knee. And you notice how her line is, her spine is pretty much in line. You know, she's not looking up when she's going down. Everything's in line. That's what you want, flat back. Something else, guys, when you guys are doing these exercises and between sets, you want to rest like around 60 to 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes. The goal is to do as many reps that you did on the previous set. So let's just say on the previous set, you do 12 reps. The goal for the second set would be for you to do 12 reps again. Now, if you were only to take like a 30-second break and you were to do the second set, and you only got to 8 reps, then you need to take a longer break. The goal is for you to do at least the same amount of reps. So maybe you need to rest 2 minutes. Who knows? You know, play around with the rest periods. Whatever, everybody's body recovers different. Maybe yours recovers fast. Maybe yours recovers slow. But, you know, take 90 seconds, 2 minutes if you need it. Because, you know, you want to get to at least like that same rep range. If you're doing like 5 less reps, you need to take a longer break. That's the goal when you're doing strength training. You're trying to get stronger. You're trying to at least get those reps up. So make sure you take the needed rest. After that, we did donkey kicks. Now, if you notice, we're doing it with the long band. I'm gonna show you guys. So usually when I have my beginner clients, I have them start with ankle straps and ankle bands. And there's 5 levels of resistance. You know, these yellow bands, the easiest resistance. But you know, when you buy these, there's 5 levels of resistance. You know, once you get through all 5 of them and they become too easy, that's when you move on to the small, the light resistance long band, which is what Africa is using in the video right now. But this one's just a different color. Africa, if I was to have her do it with the ankle straps and ankle bands, she wouldn't feel it. You know, she's too advanced for that. It's too easy for her. So I moved her on to these long bands. And these long bands are really good for donkey kicks as well. There's a lot of, you know, exercises you could use these for, but I really love them for donkey kicks, especially because, you know, we don't have a cable machine here at home, and it's the closest to mimicking that donkey kick that you do at the cable machine at the gym if you really want to grow your glutes. So, you know, once you get past, once this easy resistance long band gets too easy, you know, there's other levels. There's a medium resistance and a thick resistance. This one, I don't know anybody that could use this one. If you could use the thick resistance long band, you got yourself some strong glutes, because I even struggle with that one. So, you know, we went on to donkey kicks. I had her do 3 sets of 15 reps with that. After that, we went on to single leg hip thrusts, and I had her using a booty band this time, and it does make it a little bit more difficult. So she wasn't able to use as much weight. She did 15 pounds, which is still effective. You know, if the exercise is still difficult, it's still gonna, you know, it still counts as progressive overload. You don't necessarily always have to use super heavy weight. Sometimes little methods like this help, and you're still gonna see a difference throughout time. And then after that, I had her do just 1 set of curtsy lunges to hip abduction. And you know, sometimes on these routines, I include 1 exercise. It's just like a feel exercise where, you know, it's just for you to, is meant for you to just feel that muscle that's being worked. With this exercise right here, you're really gonna feel the side of the glutes. I had her do 1 set of 12 reps each side. And then, you know, usually I have her start off with squats, but I wanted to switch it up a little bit. This time I waited to do squats at the end of the routine. And, you know, her legs were pretty much done. She wasn't able to do that much weight. And I only had her do 3 sets of 10 reps with the squats. And, you know, we finished it off with calves. Make sure when you guys work out your legs and your glutes, you also work out your calves. You know, the last thing you want is some thick thighs and some small calves. Guys, I know I told you guys on the last week's video that I was gonna do what she eats in a day for you guys to know how many calories she needs to eat, what she eats in a day to gain weight. I didn't record what she ate in a day, but I am gonna tell you guys how to calculate your calories in order for you to gain weight. Now, I'm gonna give you guys an example. Let's just say you weigh 80 pounds, okay? You weigh 80 pounds and you're trying to gain weight, you're trying to gain some muscle. You know, what you're gonna do is you're gonna multiply 80 by 15. What you're gonna get is 1,200. Now, that's the amount of calories you need to eat just to maintain your weight. Now, keep in mind, this is not an exact estimate. It's just a really good estimate. That's what it is, a really good estimate. This formula is not exact for everyone. So everyone has a different metabolism. So there's no way to really figure out how many calories you need to really eat unless you play around with the calories for like around a week. So I'm just gonna give you an example. 80 pounds, you're trying to gain weight, multiply 80 by 15, you're gonna get 1,200. That's the amount of calories you need to eat to maintain your weight. Now, since you want to gain weight, you're gonna add 500 calories to that number. And the reason is because there's 3,500 calories in a pound of muscle, okay? Or a pound of fat. Now, if you were to, throughout the week, add an extra 500 calories, so 500 for every day of the week, that's 7 days. 500 times 7, that's 3,500. That's why you want to add 500 calories to your maintenance calories, because it's going to put you in a surplus of at least 1 pound of muscle a week. Now, like I said, this is different for everybody. Not everybody is going to have these exact estimates. If you weigh 80 pounds, you might be someone that weighs 80 pounds, but you need to eat like way more than someone else that weighs 80 pounds, So you're going to have to play around with the calories for at least a week. Maybe instead of adding 500, maybe you could add like 400. And if that's not working, then you start adding more calories. Eventually you're gonna figure it out, like, okay, this is what I need to eat weekly in order for me to gain weight. Now, I know a lot of you might struggle to get to that number. So something I recommend is that you guys wake up earlier. So something that I don't want is excuses coming out of you guys' mouth. If you really want to achieve this, you're gonna do whatever it is you have to do to make it possible. Whether that's waking up an hour earlier to eat, whether that's, meal prepping, having food ready, snacking more often than you used to. You're gonna have to switch up the way you live in order to make this happen. You can't be doing the same things expecting a different result. So, it's gonna require some sacrifice from you guys. Waking up an hour earlier, drinking a shake real quick, going back to bed, or whatever you have to do to make it happen. I feel that if you really want this, you're gonna make it happen, even though it's gonna be very hard. I'm not gonna say it's easy. I know it's gonna be very hard, very challenging. I know it's within you guys to accomplish this goal that you have for yourself. So no more excuses. Let's make it happen. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching episode 2 of this Build a Booty series. I promise, third episode, I will do a what she eats in a day to gain weight. But thanks again for watching the video. And don't forget, pineapple belongs on pizza.
You ain't never alone. After all that you've done.